Some people are saying that the success of Sorcery TCG is just similar to Metazoo, which is it's just hype and soon will fade. Let's talk about it. Hello everybody, welcome back to Band Trading Cards, and today let's talk about the comparison between Sorcery Contested Realm TCG to other TCGs, just like indie TCGs like Metazoo, Genesis, what else? Genesis, because it's a grid system, right? And Flesh and Blood. So let's say and other indie TCGs that are coming out in the market. So I wanted to talk about that, guys, because I want to break it down with 4 criteria that I am following. It's like the creator, community, gameplay, and the artwork. So first, let's talk about the creator. So if you compare Sorcery Contested Realm with Metazoo, Flesh and Blood, I don't have any issues with James White. Like, James White is really a good PR, and he has something that he talks with public, with interviews and everything like that, and it's all good. So there's no content creators, as far as I know, that is having issues with James White. So if you compare it with Metazoo, there's a lot of concern, there's a lot of complaints, there's so many, guys. I've been following Metazoo since the first edition Cryptid Nation, and just after the Kickstarter, which I missed, right? So the first edition of Metazoo until now, the same story. There's a lot of complaints from so many people, so many members of Discord, that the creator is not ethical. The creator has bad PR. The creator has bad character. So it's not from me, guys. It's just I've heard from other people, and I have some experience as well with Mike. So anyway, I won't talk about that. So when you compare it with Metazoo and Eric regarding the creator, it's not comparable. It's way. The gap is way beyond the comparison. You can't compare them, guys. It's just Eric doesn't have any bad reputation as of the moment, as of now, as of this recording, because they were delayed with the delivery, but there's no negativities about it. It's just some people are just they're just impatient on receiving their product, but there's no issues about it until now. So Eric is good, he's talking with the community, and he's not banning everyone just like Metazoo. The first few months of Metazoo, they ban everyone who are not in line with what they want to hear. They don't want like criticizing you, Metazoo. They don't want like asking about this and that. I have a group that has a lot of complaints about that. But anyway, we can compare that with the creator criteria. So the second one is community. Community, no doubt, Metazoo has a lot of community members, like 12,000, I guess, 12K now. And Sorcery is also a big, I'm not sure about, I haven't checked Sorcery, maybe 3,000, 6,000, around there. So they are quite, when you read on the Metazoo, there's a lot of, conversation about cards, how to play and everything, and even Sorcery as well. So they can be, maybe they're just in the same level, with that community, and more on the Sorcery is more on the market now because it's hyped, the prices of boxes, and I think they tend to not talk about market on the Sorcery itself, but they are willing to send them to another channels that they can talk about marketplace, sell everything, and that one. But they are also I'm not saying that it's strict, but they have this criteria, they have this rules that you can't put a something that for the market, the prices on the general discussions, but on the market, in the general discussion of Metazoo, it's almost similar, guys. You can't talk about yet marketplace prices and hype thing, something like that. So I don't have any issues with community, because there's community members are so loyal with each of the group communities. Like Metazoo, Metazoo members are so loyal to Metazoo. They talk about Metazoo as well, and Sorcery, they talk about gameplay and things like that. Okay, so we're good with this this community side. For Flesh and Blood, I haven't seen a Discord. I don't think there's an official Discord of Flesh and Blood, but you can see it. They have a Facebook page. So I don't have any comments about that. I can't put a comparison, but I have a group of Facebook. It's not an official one. It's just a ordinary group that we have members, a lot of members there as well. So the people are just chill. Okay, so I can't. It's just the same with this in terms of community with this TCGs. So the third one is the gameplay. So I can compare the gameplay of Flesh and Blood, Metazoo, and Genesis. I can compare with Genesis, but Sorcery I can compare it with Genesis because they're grid system. But I'm not sure why people are just loving. They are all both in grid system, right? They have grids, but some people are saying that sorceries, they love more Sorcery games. But I'm not sure. But I haven't played much of the Sorcery. But what I can say is Genesis is also enjoyable. Then we have Metazoo. Metazoo is like MTG, something like that. We have resource, something like that. So then Flesh and Blood, you know how it works. It's hero centric. You have actions, you have reactions. So it's a totally different game, and it depends on you. It's subjective, guys. It depends on how you see the game is, right? It's subjective. So for me, if you like grid system, but you can't play it online, that's the only issue that I have for grid system, because you can't play it online. It's so difficult unless you have a mirror image that takes a lot of time. We tried it with other content creator, but it's nearly impossible, guys. So difficult because you have to move your cards to the opponent's side, right? You are moving around all your cards. But if you're online, that will be difficult because like Flesh and Blood, Metazoo, you can play it by your playmat only. And the other players' playmat with a camera on it, you can see it, right? But in grid system, it's nearly difficult. If you can have like a projector thing that projects cards in there, that will be easy. But TTS is also, you can play them online, but on TTS, not the real card. But if you play the real card, it's merely impossible for the grid system. So that's the low side of Sorcery and Genesis, like the grid system. And even Taboo Contracts, I'm not sure if they're still alive, but I'm not sure if they're existing, but there's no activity in the Discord. Taboo Contracts is also a grid system, but I don't know where they go. Okay. Then we go to the artwork. No doubt, the best artwork that I know is subjective. Of course, artwork is subjective. But for me, as a Magic the Gathering player, a Flesh and Blood player, Genesis player, for me is the best artwork is Sorcery. Because first of all, it's traditional, right? Even though Metazoo has, I think the first few sets are traditional. They're drawn in a piece of paper or something like that. So it's a non-fungible asset, right? So it's similar to that. But if you look at the prices of Sorcery TCG artwork, the original artwork that was auctioned, I have a video. I'm gonna link down below that I've shown the prices of the artworks and even the sample cards. I'm gonna put it in the description down below so you can watch it. So I can say that because people are this sorcery people, they are from Magic the Gathering. So they really love those kinds of artwork from alpha, beta up to probably in the 2000s. You know, when digital technology came in, the problem with digital technology is you can copy it. You can reproduce it easily. But for traditional, it's just one in the world. It's just one. And the strokes of the painting, every stroke is unique. So you can't copy it, guys. I think that will be like 99.9999999 possibility that you can copy the whole artwork, but it's close to impossible, you know. So that is like a non-fungible asset. So it's a very unique asset in the world. So I can say Sorcery is the best, right? That's why people are collecting those cards, because they love the artwork, and you can see in the cards that this card game is really good, and the realistic genre of this one, like you can see it. Some Metazoo has traditional, but it's like it's watercolor and it's cartoonish because it's based on, I think they said, based on the previous Pokemon, right? So that's what I can say with the artwork. And for me, given with all of this criteria that the creator of Sorcery and the community, there's a lot of members there, and they're not toxic, you know. And you have this artists, also the artwork. An artist of Sorcery is way there are some of them are well known for doing a very nice artwork. And of course the Francera has done a lot of artworks that was contributed to the cards of Sorcery. And even Magic the Gathering bought the Francera artwork, right? So this is really highly collectible. This is highly collectible, which is, I guess it's gonna go up to more than 5 years of this game, as long as the captain is still, you know, still in his passion. You know, he's still passionate enough, or maybe if he does not be involved in the game, he still can delegate it to other people, you know, not like other games that they just quit, you know, quit. Oh man, that is a difficult thing, a bad situation for a game. The captain just jump out of the ship, and some are hiding somewhere, something like that. So these are, you know what I mean, right? You had followed my videos, and these are the creators who have probably breakdown, have, you know, they are so burned out that they want to quit everything they built. So something like that. As long as Eric is fine, there's no issues with his, I hope his family is good, his health is good, and the relationship between the market and Eric is really a talented guy. So I think I'm not sure if he's the director or he's working with Path of Exile. Last time, it's a game, I think it's a digital game, and yeah, he's done a lot of work for a game. So yeah, so I can say that this Sorcery can go a long way. So prices of the boxes is 1,000 now. beta is selling at around 200 on eBay, but you can still buy it at 150, guys. So just go look for the beta market. And pre-con, I guess my LGS had already sold out the pre-constructed decks of beta. So better research more about it so that you can get grab some, even one, guys, even one beta, and enjoy the pre-cons, and you can play with Sorcery. And better watch other videos. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from it today. And yeah, so if you want to buy beta, go to your LGS and go to sorcerytcg.com to learn more about where you can buy those beta. All right, see you next time. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is Ben Trading Cards.